When the stars ain't shining bright, it feels like you lost your way. When the candle lights upon, then somewhere far away.
Warren Haynes was born April 6, 1960 in Asheville. He developed a taste for rhythm and blues at an early age from his brothers, who listened to the likes of Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, and Smokey Robinson. Warren got his first guitar at the age of 12, and by 14 he was playing parties and sitting in with a house band at a local pizza parlor. Haynes became a serious Eric Clapton fan and studied his music, which led him deeper into the classic blues sounds. By the time he reached his late teens, Warren did short stints with a number of local bands, and then he landed a gig with a group called Ricochet, which had begun playing around the state on a regular basis.
Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me and I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drummer's dream if I ever did see one.
One evening in 1980, Mickey Hayes, the bass player for country star David Allan Coe, heard the group and was impressed with the band's lead guitar player. Not too long after that, Coe needed a guitarist and Warren got the job. He stayed with Coe's band from 80 to 84, touring and recording 3 albums.
She walks these hills in a long black veil.
Haynes moved on to a couple of other groups, and in 1988 was then invited to join the band of former Allman Brothers guitarist Dickie Betts. A year later, Betts and Greg Allman reformed the Allman Brothers band, and Warren was brought on board as well. He spent 8 years touring and recording with the Allman Brothers. Then, in 1991, he formed the first edition of the Warren Haynes Band to play during his time off. It was during this period that Warren started to focus on his songwriting, which brought him a solid payday when he wrote Garth Brooks' hit, Two of a Kind, Working on a Full House. It remained number 1 on the country charts for 20 weeks.
Yeah, we're two of a kind, working on.
In 1993, Warren cut his first solo album entitled Tales of Ordinary Madness. A year later, he broke up the Warren Haynes Band and formed the power trio Government Mule with guitarist Alan Woody and drummer Matt Abst of the Allman Group. They released their debut album in 1995, and in 1997, Haynes left the Allmans to make Mule his first priority. The trio was temporarily sidelined in 2002 by the death of Alan Woody. Within the year, though, Warren brought in a new bass player and added a keyboard player. Not one to stay idle, Haynes filled his off time playing with Grateful Dead bassist Phil Lesh. In 2004, the surviving members of the Dead began touring and brought Warren on for the 2009 tour. And if that weren't enough, he stayed busy playing on stage and in the studio with a wide range of well-known artists. He rejoined the Allman Brothers Band for their final show of the 45th anniversary tour at the Beacon Theater in New York City in October of 2014. Warren owns his own record label entitled Evil Teen, which is run by his company, Hardhead Management. According to biographer Mark Durning, earlier this year the label released several archival recordings by Government Mule, and more recently, Warren's latest studio album, Ashes and Dust. Every Christmas, Warren returns to his hometown of Asheville to head up the Christmas Jam. It started in 1988 as a way to get hometown musicians together during the holidays. It was also designed to be a benefit for various charities. The event has become so popular, it's now staged at the Asheville Civic Center, and all of the proceeds go to Habitat for Humanity. In the nearby community of Hominy, a street has been named for Haynes, and December 18th has been declared Warren Haynes Day in Asheville.
Town to town, band to band. You say someday you're gonna stop, but they keep moving the finish line.